the random guy on screen here. And well, this is my second day that my channel's been up, and well, since I have started already, I decided it would be a good idea to make an advice video, as I said I would do in my channel trailer. Now this advice video is going to be called What You Should and Shouldn't Do at School. Like, I know it's already November and I'm homeschooled, but I think this is an important topic because I think the school system now is a little messed up a little. I think it's a good idea that we take a look at what is important and what you should and shouldn't do at school. Alright, let's get started. Alright, of course there's two categories, shoulds and shouldn'ts. So, I'm going to start with the shouldn'ts. Well, you shouldn't start fights. Now I know, fights are a big deal. People are going to say, if you don't fight, you're not brave. You need to fight if you're going to be brave. No. I remember one time I was annoying people in music class. We were doing this class and we had these plastic noodles for instruments, if you know what I mean. And then well, it didn't go so good. I ended up getting punched in the face in the end. But hey, it taught me something. Never annoy people. Never annoy people with plastic noodles. It wasn't exactly a fight. It did have to do with physically hurting someone. So, So that's a shouldn't, If you start a fight, you might, be feared by people. Now, if you think that's a good thing, you should think again, because being feared by people isn't a good thing. Like, who's gonna be your friend if every single person at the side of you runs away? If you start a fight, they're gonna be thinking, I don't want to be with that guy. I mean, come on. He punched Larry in the face. He broke his tooth out. Yeah. So that's a shouldn't. You should not start fights. Okay, here's another thing. This time it's for the shoulds. You should have friends, or at least someone you can talk to when you have issues. Now this is a big should. Now friends, let me put a definition. Friends are people who are there for you. Someone who cares for you, someone who wants the best for you. Now there's a difference between a friend who's there, when you want him to be, and a friend who's there all the time. The type of friend you want is the friend that's there all the time. Because you see, loneliness is a killer. Loneliness is something that, loneliness is something that can hurt people mentally. It can cause people to think that nobody loves them. But if you have a friend, it can dramatically raise your self-esteem. Trust me, I used to be a loner, and I needed someone to talk to, and I had a friend before I became homeschooled. So that's another should. You should have friends, or at the very least, someone you can talk to when you have an issue. Alright then, next shouldn't. You should never hide anything from your parents. Now, this is probably the biggest shouldn't that we have in here. Many people hide things that they don't want their parents to see. However, I believe that it is important that you always tell your parents about, how was your day, how was school, have you, did you get in trouble, did you get an F in test, did you get an A, you know what I mean? Now, this is a big deal because I know lots of people who they do things at school they would never do in front of their parents. I think that's a very big problem. People just, they don't get that, you know, it is proven that whatever you do in secret, sooner or later, it will get shown. You know that, right? So that's another shouldn't. You should not ever hide anything from your parents, because they are the people who love you the most. Okay, I'm already at 5 minutes. Here's the last should. You should always study before class. Now, I know that people aren't a big fan of studying. I'm not even a big fan of studying myself, but I think it's a very important thing that you should study, not only before tests or stuff, but always before class, so your mind can be, refreshed to what you need to do. I think it's very important that you always grab your books and take them and study them so that you know what you have to do on the next class. Even if you get a surprise test, even if you didn't study for surprise test, saying that I didn't study, you didn't tell me there was no test, that's not fair. Blah, blah, blah. That's not an excuse. That's why I say you should always study before any class. Because it's just good, so you can be refreshed just in case there's a surprise test, Keep your mind sharp. Well, this is all the time I have for now. If you excuse me, I have to learn my multiplication tables by Sunday. No joke. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Okay, goodbye. Okay, sorry for the pause, alright? But anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button to see more videos, and if you liked it, and if you want to share this with your friends, click on the like button below. And don't think about writing comments because I shut them down. Okay, ciao. Live long and prosper.